Wellness. This is a reading for perspective reading for the full moon, which will be Saturday night going into Sunday morning. It's the 14th going into the 15th. The peak time for the full moon is 4:02 a.m. So it's just before sunrise. So the night before the full moon will be closer as far as illumination. It's in the sign of Gemini. You always hear me talk about y'all need to get out of duality, but Gemini kind of shows you the programming behind duality. So I'm going to use dominoes in this reading, perspective on the duality of what this last full moon of 2024, the year of manifestation, the duality of what's in manifest, and then the third component might be what you're missing. So resonance only. As I said, heed or ignore. This has been the year of manifestation 2024. We're going into the year of control 2025. If you're controlled by what you manifested, might want to do some reassessment. Remember, the winter solstice is 12/21. You might want to let go of that shit that is making you drown. So we'll figure out what the full moon is itself before we start dealing with the limitations known as astrology. So what does this full moon, the last one of 2024, mean for us? It's that 44. It's 2024. It's an 8. You see that? It's a 44. It is the 4/4. What you are trapped in will be your balance. That's the way I interpret these, is what you're trapped in is your balance. Another way you can look at this is 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4 leaves you with 1. Or 4 out of 4 leaves you with nothing. It's perspective. Whatever you are holding as balance is what you're trapped in. Whatever you're trapped in is your balance. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 in my number system is the struggle with the thoughts in your head. It's the struggle with what you think you got going on. But it also represents the infinity wheel, the loop of energy that is a continuous circuit. So this full moon will show you, like I said at the beginning, the 44. 2024 is a 44. 44 in most people's numerology system is what we call the master manifester. This year showed you a lot of manifestation. But as I always say, manifestation is manipulation. A lot of people have fallen prey to, again, no disrespect, but I shoot straight. A lot of people fell prey to their psychosis this year. We watched a lot of people fall apart. We watched a lot of people go backwards where they thought they were going forward. We saw a lot of people, or are seeing a lot of people, who only got better at lying to themselves. Resonance only. So this full moon, the last one from 2024, shows you, yeah, you manifested this shit. Now we're going to get into the reading. Like I said, it's in Gemini. The numerology for that day, 12/14, would be the ritual of what I'm tempered by. Temperance is what you've been molded into. You temper steel. So the ritual is whatever you've been tempered into. The ritual is whatever I've gotten comfortable with. This realm has gotten, and when I say this realm, I mean this planet, this level of existence, humanity, spirits too, but most of y'all don't understand this. So humanity has gotten comfortable with taking it as it comes. It's a bad thing. We can have something happen to us. We'll be upset for about 4 to 5 days, and then right back to business as usual. That's a tempered mentality, is when you could do something to somebody and they'll get angry and then they go back into this complacent mode because they got so much other stuff going on. Let your life tell your tale, but that's kind of like where we're at. So 12/14 will show you where you've been in a ritual of being tempered. 12/15, the actual morning of the full moon, will show you where now you're your own devil. You're your own devil, because if you allow yourself to be tempered into becoming compliant and complacent to whatever is being done to you, it's you. It's your choice. We'll see how that plays out in this reading. So we'll stick with the astrology of it. So we'll just go straight down with Aries being first. This full moon might show an Aries the totality of 2024. What exactly did The Aries energy manifest. Can't make this shit up. Whatever you justified. You manifested whatever you justified, but holy shit, here we go again. The duality is whatever I gave my potentially has me. Whatever I gave my potential to, this is always the lower vibration. This is the higher vibration. This is the total vibration. The lower vibration is I gave my potential to something. The higher vibration is I want my magic back. Why'd you give it? Well, hopefully you understand that lower concept that y'all like to call balance, which I tell you balance is a trick. Balance is 1 out of 1 still left me with 1. The danger with that is if you potentially give your energy into something and the only thing you get back is your potential, did you make it to the end? A lot of y'all are going to say yes. No, your potential is not the full activation. The potential is the potential to actually do something without actually seeing it. Potentially, you can get a job tomorrow, but if you don't get up and do anything to secure it, it'll never happen. So 1 out of 1 could leave you with 1, or again, 1 out of 1 could leave you with nothing. The perspective is 1 plus 1 is 2, or 1 plus 1 or 1 minus 1 is 0. It's perspective. The perspective is 1 plus 1 is 2, whatever you connect it to. Remember I told you this was about duality. If I'm connected to using my potential to get to my magic, and I don't understand that the magic was me, holy shit, you'll end up on a spiritual journey. Resonance only. If you don't understand that this is all you, you'll end up on a spiritual journey trying to figure out who you are by figuring out what you ain't, by getting rid of the traumas that you helped create. Sound like a shit show. Yeah, Aries, the head is on fire. Why is the head is on fire? Because I keep 11 justifying. I keep justifying to potential me. This is me and this is what I want to be. But who are you? I don't know. I'm going to go on a journey to find out. Delusion. So at that point you end up in Taurus, stuck in the shit that you don't understand how to get out of. But on a deeper level, you created it. You created it. Them thoughts that you keep paying attention to have left you with nothing. The danger with that is, did the thoughts leave you with nothing, or have the thoughts shown you everything? If you keep doing, here's the definition of insanity. So for Taurus, the definition of insanity for the manifestation year of 2024 is, if everything you kept trying to create has only shown you nothing, that was your creation. You dumped your energy into something that is not for you. Or you dumped your energy into something that was for you, but you used the wrong formats. The full moon is under Gemini energy. So the Gemini energy, in my level of experience and perspective, we are all signs. That lower level shit of I was born to Aries and my trine and my transit, that's just lower level human mentality trying to make sense of something that it doesn't understand by creating something that it doesn't understand. You are all signs. One sign affects all signs because it's just a story of you in separation. So the Gemini aspect, astrologically and through astronomy, the Gemini energy is going to be transiting the sun, so to speak, in the moon. So you're going to get a dose of that Gemini type energy, which says pay attention to what's got you separated. But if you don't understand that it's only telling you to pay attention where you are separating yourself, and you're looking at it as pay attention to both sides of the story. What's a story? A lie. Pay attention to both sides of the lie. If you pay attention to both sides of the lie, you lose your truth. Resonance only. So in Taurus, where you're stuck in shit, what I keep thinking about has shown me everything. But if everything it's shown me has only left me with nothing, then that becomes the responsibility of the person using their sight. If everything I keep thinking, then I'm going to see, and I never see it, at what point do I say, holy shit, maybe I'm doing it wrong, or maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this altogether? That'll hurt people's feelings because of this nasty three-letter word that we exist under. Ego. My energy only wants to generate and operate. Holy shit, there's that 3. My energy only wants to be generated and operate it. So let's walk backwards. Aries, my head on fire, what I keep investing my thoughts into, says my energy only wants to potentially show me the best result of potentially using myself. That's justification. Biggest example, you get into a relationship with somebody and you don't know who they are, and then you're going to have this expectation of what you want to see when you didn't do the homework of figuring out who you are and who they are and whether y'all are even compatible. But what did we get taught, and what do most of y'all have no understanding about in this realm? You got to go through something and figure out who they are. Okay, there's a fire outside. Tell me how hot it is by going through it. Don't make sense, do it. But then you glamorize what you got taught when it's only teaching you to separate yourself. And now you expect to go through separation to find wholeness. You justify pulling yourself apart by manifesting what you thought, and it ain't showing you nothing. It ain't showing you nothing, but yeah, it showed you everything. Quit using what's got you in separation as a format on what's going to show you wholeness. Quit going into a room without knowing who you are and expecting somebody else to show you. I'll show you who you are. You'll be Mickey Mouse tomorrow. See, because if what you're dealing with does not have your best interest at heart, then it'll just keep taking interest from your heart by getting you to attach to everything that you're going through. Resonance only. Why? Because from Taurus, holy shit, full moons in Gemini. From Taurus, you end up in Gemini. You end up in Gemini only one step further. Remember, at Taurus, you're stuck in a cycle of your thoughts. You're stuck in a cycle of your thoughts in this lower realm that ain't showing you shit because it's showing you everything. Now, when you get to your Gemini energy, you're trapped in the balance of what you keep thinking, and it can't show you anything higher. Here's where I lose most people. It can't show you anything higher because it is only using your energy to create. You understand that? If I'm the creator, what I'm creating can't be greater than me unless I invest all my energy into making it so. So much to the point to where I forget who I am or what I am because I'm only concerned with finding everything else that's now greater than me. That lost some of you and you'll be all right. Another thing is this Gemini Taurus energy right here. Holy shit, there's the 3, there's the 4. Keep telling you, my number system, 34, the thoughts that form creation, the thoughts that form balance. The thoughts that form balance, 3 plus 4, will show me. 7. 7 in almost anybody's numerology system is self-awareness. 7 in my number system is a format of self-awareness, but it's based off of the perspective of who I think I am. The danger with 7 in my number system, where it's just really the perspective of who I think I am, if the perspective of who I think I am is not authentically from me, I can be told to be anything. Let your life tell your tale with that one. Plenty of people on this planet are only playing out who they think they are because they've already been traumatized into what they've been taught to think. We can take this many different directions. I don't want to get disrespectful because y'all are kind of lost this year with this manifestation energy. You can do research and say, holy shit, ancestrally, this ain't who we were, but it's what we are now. See, you make, holy shit, you make justifications for what already took your thought energy and got you in the trap, and now it's you. Think about what I just said. You justify where somebody else put you into a system, and only thing you can think about is that system that's got you trapped, so much to the point to where you think for the trap. Ain't nothing trapping you. You trapping yourself because you have now given more energy to them thoughts that you think you are than authentically what you were. Mistaken identity. So the Gemini energy said, holy shit, you just trying to find balance in this lower realm, but this lower realm got you trapped. You fixed and finite. You are trying to find out who you are by going into everything that pulled you apart. Why? Realistically, again, where I tell you we are all signs, Your question was, so as a Gemini, how do I manifest a better future? My perspective is you quit worrying about your future and honor your present. You cannot develop a future based off of your past by not being present. Because if I remain present and I see, well, holy shit, I got here because of A, Y, B, Z, and all this other shit. I got here because I was only pushed here by my traumas, so to speak. Then I have the right and responsibility to let go of them traumas, and now I can manifest a tomorrow based off of me. But if I only got here because of what I've been through, guess where you're going tomorrow? Based off of what you've been through. That's not your authentic path. That's your path in trauma. So if I stop and quit worrying about manifesting and figure out who I am, then I can be free. But if I'm only manifesting based off of if I'm only manifesting off of the balance of the thoughts that I allow to get created, because I keep justifying them as what's going to show me manifestation, it's everything I said in this whole reading. If you are only trying to build you based off of what already got you pulled apart, you cannot hold yourself together. I take that back. You can hold yourself together, but eventually you're going to fall apart. And that's what 2024 showed you, is where people just been holding themselves together with fucking masking tape, mental masking tape, and that shit done unraveled. Why? This next domino. You're your own cancer. Cancer is more than just a crab. Cancer is, holy shit, there is a sickness within me that I'm using. That's the sickness. The thoughts that I keep using to manifest, that's the sickness. Like you just asked, if I'm only using thoughts that are steeped in traumas, guess what the result's going to be? If you plant seeds that are already damaged and traumatized and poisoned, guess what the fruit going to be? Poisoned too. So I need to stop and figure out why I keep using these damaged seeds to try and get healthy fruit. So here's the cancer. It's the thoughts. God damn it. It's the thoughts. It's the thoughts. Them thoughts become the experience. Why? Because them thoughts take over everything. Them thoughts have now replicated 33, that shit y'all like to call the master teacher, the ascension route, the kundalini. Better be careful. Better be careful. All it is a thought replicating you into another experience. And if you take one thought and impregnate it with another thought, guess what you're going to get? If you take one thought and replicate it into another thought, guess what you're going to get? Another fucking experience. But what's 3 plus 3? 6. More traumas. So much to the point to where, as you're probably seeing now, your traumas are safe within you. So you carry them with you everywhere you go. And you try and infect others who don't have them. That's what the majority of people are in this realm. Walking around talking about traumatic shit that they keep thinking in their head where they have no awareness. See, if she was in here a minute ago, you would heard me say something about you're now working for the thought forms that already got you enslaved. So much to the point to where you now enslave yourself. But this happens every time. I can tell you what's happening and it always shows up. So the cancer is them thoughts that you keep using to try and find a better thought. The only thing you're going to keep on finding is more thoughts. Holy shit. 3 out of 3 gonna show you your potential, or 3 out of 3 gonna show you where you ain't got shit. Oops. We're gonna show you where you ain't got shit except the potential of what you want to see. But if you only invest in the potential of what you want to see or who you want to see, and them motherfuckers never show up, did they do it to you or did you do it to yourself? That's that dirty word we call belief. When you believe in something more than you believe in yourself, so much to the point to where you now are willing to injure yourself to justify your belief, self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. You ascending, all right. You ascending deeper into your psychosis. Them thoughts are telling you how to think, and you'll get out here and try and tell others how to think because the way you think ain't safe too. Because if it was safe to you, you would never go around and try and teach others that same bullshit. So that's how cancers work. If you've been following me for a while, I tell you we exist in a parasitic existence. where I told you that 3 only wants to trap you. How can a 3 trap you? How can a thought trap you? By making you think for it more than you think for yourself. Holy shit, fanaticism. Religious fanaticism, racial fanaticism, social fanaticism nonetheless. When you think for the format more than you do for yourself, perfectly enslaved. You are your own cancer. You'll become your own sickness. This is where you hear me call this spiritual AIDS, because it's an autoimmune disease, to where if you understand anything about an autoimmune disease, the sick cells now think they're healed, so they get out here and kill anything else that doesn't have their sickness. Holy shit, it's almost like, if you want to use that allegory, it's almost like how the people persecuted their savior because they wasn't ready to be saved, and yet after they persecuted their savior, now they want their savior back. That's a sickness. If you kill who's there to save you, and then you want to be saved by who you killed, but now they're your Lord and Master, make it make sense. Holy shit. We could go back through the reading, but I ain't got time. So at that point, you realize you're your cancer. Why? Because it's your ego. Told you earlier, your ego was part of the problem. The energy that you keep generating and operating because you want to see power without realizing you were the only one plugging in. Get it? The ego, Leo. Leo represents the sun. The sun gives life to everything. Your ego is giving life to everything in this realm. Your ego is giving life to everything in this realm that you're going to manifest based off of your potential. So at that point, Leo kicks in and says, holy shit, the cancer is I keep replicating these thoughts and I keep letting these thoughts become the experience. But now I am now more concerned with the experience of the thoughts than my rights as the thinker. That want to help a lot of people if you realize you are the thinker and not just the thought. So everything that you think isn't valid unless I validate myself. Then you get your power. Notice I didn't say get your power back. Then you get to recognize your power. If everything that comes in my head doesn't need to come out of my mouth and I now gain enough awareness to stop just getting out here bumping my gums, holy shit, I get to save a lot of energy. You mean I get to be the sun? Yeah, because you get to choose not to give life to things that are going to eventually cause you death. God damn it. Maybe Jesus was a Leo, but he didn't get the memo because he gave life to what caused him death in that allegory. $78. 7, self-awareness. So I already told you that 3 and that 4 is going to show you who you are. In this lower realm, I am who I am. But in that higher realm, it's that 8. I'm my own struggle. Ooh. Read between the lines. If I got to birth myself just to kill myself, the fuck? 7 plus 8, 15. The devil. If I got to give birth to myself to go through the struggle to kill myself just so I can learn to love myself, I'm my own devil. Who I think I am might not be safe. So if I go through the struggle of who I think I am to become safe, am I not only going through my traumas, trying to learn to love my traumas enough to learn myself? How's that working out for y'all? How's that working out for y'all? Real talk. How's that working out for the multitude of y'all who are always on here talking about how people can't play with you and how you gonna show them how it ain't your time to be soft, or you can't be soft because somebody did this to you, or you can't find love because everybody's showing you hate, and you don't have any recognition that that ain't nothing but a reflection of the amount of energy that you exert? If you knew who you were, you wouldn't need to get out here and find things to struggle with. If you knew who you were, you wouldn't have to go around and find people to struggle with. That is a psychosis. If I need to go around and tell you who I am, you don't know who you are. You already given up your power. Uh-oh, live restricted. Somebody got mad at that one. I done been reported. So you done already gave up your power. You done already energetically generated and operated an experience. And holy shit, look how much energy it cost me. Now it's only going to show me 7, self-awareness, and 8, struggle. You in struggle is not who you're supposed to be. Why? Because it really just shows you a cycle. The Virgo energy. This Gemini moon, like right here in Leo, where it showed you there's you and there's you in struggle. Which one of them motherfuckers you gonna learn to love? That's the question for a Leo. There's you and there's you in struggle. Which one is authentically you? There's really more answers, but you got to start somewhere. If I can honestly recognize that there's struggles that I've been giving too much energy with, holy shit, at least I can stop plugging in. Then I can figure out the parts of me that keep sponsoring struggle so I can quit generating that energy. Again, you got to start somewhere. But if you just keep starting from trying to get rid of everybody else to doing something to you without taking responsibility for what you're doing to yourself, Virgo, you're only trauma responsive. You're only trauma responsive. Why? Because you ain't seen nothing down here. You just know you got to move. You done fooled yourself down here into just moving because holy shit, I wasn't safe. Look at all that energy I spent when I was Leo, plugging into everything. I done spent so much energy that I just want to get out of the cycle of moving by just keep on moving. And again, I've been talking about this all year. Mentally, this played out where you saw a lot of people who claim to be outside of religion run back into religion, and vice versa. A lot of people who claim to be religious run outside of religion. Why? Because the common denominator was you weren't safe in here. If you ain't safe in here, you ain't going to be safe in the occult system. If you ain't safe in here, you ain't going to be safe as an atheist. If you ain't safe in here, you ain't going to be safe in religion. It ain't going to do nothing but manifest the psychosis that you hide within yourself. Because you'll be too easily manipulated. Put something in front of you, read something in front of you, flash some lights in front of you and show you something to make you feel safe where you were already not safe within yourself. You'll be good. This is where I need to manifest. So that Virgo energy says, I just want to fool myself into moving to find safety because I haven't found anything here. You want to know why you haven't found anything here? Because you're too busy looking for it everywhere else. Holy sheep shit. Like I keep saying, Virgo, trauma bonding. This person hurt me, so I'm going to move forward with the next person, but I'm going to watch them in case they do the same thing. Then the only thing you did was move with your traumas. You didn't learn to release the traumas and to release yourself from the responsibility of doing dumbass shit to keep reproducing them. You just looking out to make sure you don't see the same. But holy shit, what is this about? Manifestation. If what I'm paying attention to is the only thing I'm thinking about, guess what I'm going to manifest? Even when I don't know what I'm seeing. Holy shit, why? Because it's the balance of energy. It's the balance of energy. So at this point, holy shit, Gemini is Libra. Gemini, the sign of duality. Now in Libra, the sign of duality. Just trying to find out how to get shit even. Here's where I always tell you balance is a trap. Balance denotes that there is more than one. Wholeness says there's just me. You people are caught in balance because you honor separation. What was this reading about? What separation is doing to you. You keep manifesting separation because that's the only thing you process. But when you get out of that cycle of that Libra energy of I need to have balance and I start to understand wholeness, then I'll see where balance is coming into play. Because holy shit, not my circus, not my monkeys. Holy shit, my circus and my monkeys. Now I got to pay attention. So that Libra energy is dangerous in Gemini because you're trying to use what's got you in separation as what's going to give you balance so that you can learn to be still. That's a lot of work too. See back here in Leo, where the struggle was just trying to get out of my head, figure out who I am so I can get out of my head. Now you hear in Libra, I'm trying to get out of my head so I can get in a higher vibration. Well, I just get through telling you, You just trying to figure out how to establish balance. But if you're trying to establish balance with something that's only designed to pull you apart, you've only connected and opened an account to your own destruction. Hi, who is it? Your murderer. Can I come in? Can I come in? Nah, don't come in. But yeah, if you let me in, then we can work things out. But you trying to kill me? Yeah, but it's a full moon in Gemini, and your trees and your transits have lined up, and plus it's Mercury and Mars retrograde. You have to let me in. Well, that is true because I do trust my signs. Holy shit. You just gave up all that energy because of that shit you think you know and that shit you believe in. And when your struggles have presented themselves, they got all your vibrations. Holy shit. 8 plus 9, 17. You'll star in some stupid shit. The Libra energy says you'll end up starring in some stupid shit where it already told you the only thing it's going to do is present a balance. What's that? Rent a center. Hi, this is Rent a Center. You got a balance. Holy shit. You mean I owe you money? Not balance. Ooh, girl, everything even. Holy shit. Where's the spells? And your life is one too. Why? Because you keep using what you think you know to get to what you want to know. But the only thing you keep on doing is thinking. So the balance is 1 plus 7. You're trying to get out of the struggle. The 8. The only thing you're going to do is give your potential to what's already got you. The struggle. Like I said earlier in the beginning, like if that don't confuse you, at this point in our journey, we end up working for concepts and beliefs that only shown us struggle because we don't trust in ourselves enough to get out of struggle. So we keep dumping energy into these concepts and beliefs, waiting on them to get us out of struggle. When the only thing they did was put us in struggle. But to be fair, they didn't put us in struggle on their own. You had to have some willing and compliant motherfuckers. Oops. Why? Scorpio. Death. The god or goddess of death if you're dealing with tarot. Why? Because if I go through something, then I'm going to need my lick back. That's basically a Scorpio energy is, I'm going to get my lick back. I'm built for the fight. Yeah, you hit me and you hurt me. I got you, player. Why are you signing up for something that's hitting and hurting you? Because you're delusional. 77. You don't know who you are, but you think you're going to show a motherfucker who you are. That's really a lot of y'all. If you knew who you were, you would not hire on experiences that don't show you what you want to see and then think you got to show them who you were. If you knew who you were and they were not your proper reflection, reciprocity, you wouldn't have never gave them your energy. But because you don't know who you are, you keep creating time with people who bear that reflection. You don't know who they are. I mean, you don't know who you are and they don't know who you are. 2 lost motherfuckers. Really 3. Why? 7 plus 7, 14. You've already been tempered into this bullshit ideology that you got to go through something to get somewhere. No. Sit your punk ass down and be still and figure out why you're moving. 7 plus 7, 14. Temperance. You already been tempered. 1 plus 4, 5. Why? Because you easily moved. Easily moved. 77, what I tell you basically equates to Sagittarius energy. Well, holy shit, we're still in Sagittarius sign. This planet exists under the 77 vibration, which in my number system is the master illusionist. If you think the system of balance, duality itself, if you think that side of duality and that side of duality both are in support of you, you ain't in support of yourself. You ain't in support of yourself, you're just in support of yourself in separation, which means you're delusional. So the only thing that you out here trying to kill is the things that you're aware of based off of experience in separation. You have no clue about wholeness. 0. I just know what I went through and I know what I don't want to go through. But holy shit, how'd they get there? My energy. I didn't do that. Okay, carry on. Carry on. Because see, here's where a lot of you going to get lost here. Ophiuchus, in between Scorpio and Sagittarius, is Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is the hidden one. You can look at Ophiuchus as the 13th sign. Really, it's the 0 one. Because it's the serpent bearer. It is the one wrestling with knowledge. Knowledge is a result of experience. If I had awareness of myself, then I don't need to know any of this. But if I don't have knowledge of myself and I give my energy into all the shit, awareness of myself, then I need to find myself based off of knowledge. So it's 0 and 13, but it would have been better to be 0. So I'm going to give you a duality since we're dealing with Gemini. Here is an Ophiuchian energy who is aware of themselves before they create this experience. I know how to move. No, I take that back. It ain't I know how to move. I know if I move, it's going to be a trap. If I move, 5. If I learn this manifestation, that's what this was all about, manifestation. The duality, the Gemini function. Gemini basically is the computer program itself. If I move into this program, it's going to show me struggle. Holy shit, 5 plus 8, 13. It's going to show me death. Remember, I just told you it should be 0, but from our perspective, well, from your perspective, it's showing you 13. So since you moved, it only showed you struggle. 5 plus 8, 13. Now it's killing you until you learn to stop killing yourself. Until you learn to stop plugging in to what's taking your energy. It didn't do it. You allowed it. So the higher perspective for Ophiuchus is quit moving into something that's going to show you struggle. But hi, I get it. We're all under program. We've all bitten into the ideology of knowledge. We all fall prey to the bullshit that they keep uncovering and discovering. You get caught in the Big Mama's journey, and even though you know that Big Mama and them got forced into enslavement, you forcefully enslave yourself. And then you get mad when others don't believe it. Or you forcefully enslave yourself and now you mad because Big Mama and them won't leave it. So you gonna leave it. And now you cast a spell and something that popped up out of the wall. And then you run back to where Big Mama and them at. Holy shit, cyclic energy. You done bit into all these experiences that you're trying to get out of, death, that now you try and figure out who you are after you done ran into a bunch of shit that done killed you. Holy shit. 5 plus 8, 13. 4 plus 9, 13. Your highest vibration is the trap. Your highest vibration, that 9, that shit that got you in a program, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 1, line 2, line 3, you trapped. Your vibrations is trapped beneath the trap. Yeah, see, it's the firmament. And the ocean's in the sky. It don't fucking matter. It don't matter whether the ocean's in the sky or the ocean's in the air. You can't do a goddamn thing about it. So you're going to waste your energy, though. You're going to waste your vibrations trying to figure out where you're trapped when the motherfuckers that's got us trapped collectively still doing the same goddamn thing. But the earth is flat, the earth is round, the earth is a square, the earth is a cube, and your dumb ass still paying bills. Oops. So the lower perspective was, it's still going to be a 13. The higher perspective was, it's still going to be a 13. Why is it death? Because it manifested you in a trap. Holy shit. 13. 1 plus 3, 4. 13. 1 plus 3, 4. The only thing you did is when you struggled with knowledge, you became knowledge's little slave. When you struggle to know, holy shit, what's that we say? Fafo? You fucked around and found out. And now that you done fucked around and found out, you don't know who you are. Because you done manifested the trap so much to the point to where you the trap. And the trap is you. Everything inside of this realm is a manifestation of your energy, even if you don't know who the fuck you are. But as long as you think it ain't you, you're going to not know who you are, and you're going to keep on begging to figure out who you are from what you created. Strike that, Your Honor. Sagittarius energy. Delusional motherfuckers on a journey to find themselves by going through themselves, with themselves, to themselves, for themselves, but they don't know who the fuck they are. So they're going to hire somebody else to tell them. Holy shit, 2024, the year of manifestation. I don't know who I am, and I just want to be properly guided. Line up for 2025. The year of guidance. The year of the tricksters. The year of control. If you don't want to control your vibrations and you want to stay trapped in this lower realm, I'll guide you. says the thoughts. Why? Because the thoughts got all the energy. Why? Because there's a bunch of people who can't think for themselves. They just walk around spewing doctrine, spewing what they think they read, spewing what they think they know, but yet that which they think they know and that which they think they read has not shown them what they want to see. Oops. Sagittarian energy. Oops. Still caught in struggle and ain't seen shit. You are your own struggle. Victimology. I'm trapped here and I'm just struggling with trying to find a way to get out of here so I can see more. When you get out of here, guess what you're going to see? Not a goddamn thing, because you're too busy looking for something else. I'm in a relationship and all I want to do is see him or see her. But do you even know who you are? No, because I'm defined by them. Okay. The minute they lose definition of themselves, you was already lost, but now you really lost. How many of y'all done that? See, I lost who I was in that relationship because I invested in them because they made me feel good, or I just wanted to make them feel good enough to where they see me so they can give me a safe space to be me. Wait a minute. So you put yourself in danger in order to feel safe, to be you, by giving your energy into somebody else who don't know who they are and you don't know who you are? Now you got at least 2 lost motherfuckers. Yikes. You can't rely on the eyes. You cannot rely on the heart, but you can rely on energy. You can rely on energy. If you have awareness of yourself, if you have awareness of what I am doing for myself and what I require for myself, and not what I want to see in others, but what I authentically see in others, if you can't keep your ego still, then you fall prey to the trap. See, that ego says 80%'s there. Let's go ahead and work for the other 20. But sir, ma'am, that other 20 might take the whole 100. It's worth it. And that ain't got shit to do with the heart or the mind. That's all energy. But you can't teach that. A lot of people know their worth based off of their traumas. That's the danger too. Knowing your worth off of your traumas. And I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to challenge you. But a lot of people currently only know their worth based off of what they've already been through. That's that Virgo cycle I just got through talking about. I just know that I need to find something that is a reciprocation of what I'm seeing in me. Without placing a value, because holy shit, I'm everything. There is no value. I am everything. I need to find something else that's going to allow me to keep that mentality. Or I'm going to willingly put myself in separation and come into a struggle. And to be fair and to be honest, sometimes a struggle ain't a struggle, but it's still separation nonetheless. When you take from your wholeness, invest in somebody else, even if they're not showing you wholeness, it's still an energetic investment into others. It is a willing separation. Here, I'll walk you backwards. It is, I'm now going to manifest the wholeness of me that I see in others by connecting my wholenesses to them. And now we're going to go into manifestation. And I'll justify seeing what I see in them based off of the potential that was really nothing but a thought that I now establish balance with, because I now want to have that reciprocal experience of what I was thinking. And even if it allows me to see me while they're going through struggle, then it's a choice. That's where a lot of people get lost. If I'm still seeing me and this person is now presenting himself as a struggle, this should be the end of the experience. Unfortunately, people in this realm have been taught struggle mentality. See, when they going through something, you go through it too. What do you mean? You stay level with them even when they pulling themselves apart. You do the same thing too. Why? Because you're now moving with them. In order to keep them safe, you lose yourself. Lose yourself so that you stay learning the lesson of others. What was the key word? Lesson. Not Lesson, but Lessen. So now that I've lost me by going through the experience of manipulation, by manifesting others, holy shit. Now I'm struggling and they got all my energy. Only don't get caught on lower level shit. They can sometimes be it. Lessen. I reduce myself by giving more. You understand that? Hi, I'm at home. I got $100. The kids come over. Hey, Dad, can I borrow 20? God damn it. Now I just gave out 20. Now I got less. I lessened myself by giving out more. I lessened myself and put me in struggle by trying to make sure somebody else got high vibration. But that's what you're supposed to do. That's family. That's your lover. That's your choice. That's that shit you can star in. Holy shit, 8 plus 9, 17. You can star in that, and that's fine. But you better find reciprocity. How I see myself is how I see that other person. How I see myself is how I see whatever I believe in. Not how I see myself is how I'm going to keep praying and it's going to come find me one day, Lord. Huh? You mean you ain't got reciprocity? No, I just got the reflection and hope. So if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But that's not reciprocity. That's delusion. That's fanaticism. That's investment in belief. Psychosis. So once you are trying to find reciprocity in what you know about yourself and you want to see it in others, if it's not already there, everything I just got through saying is delusion. If what I see in myself, I see in others, then holy shit, non-attachment. We can continue on because I don't have to give you my energy and I don't require yours. We can just be present. And if we can be present, then we can move until we hit a struggle. See, this is all about experience. Gemini energy. We can move until we hit a struggle. Once we hit a struggle, I got to get my vibration back and I got to let go of that balance. What do you mean? I got one more payment left at T-Mobile for this iPhone 12 that I've been paying for the last 9 years. Some of y'all. Oops. So once I pay this last payment, I'm free. Why? Because I just want to get my energy back. I need to be at my highest vibration or else I'm going to be in a trap. Why? Because I lost reciprocity. But if I lost reciprocity and now 4 plus 9, 13, I got to kill that shit. Before I go any further, I need to make sure I'm not struggling. Sagittarius, before I go on this search party for something else, another experience, another God, another demon, another lack of needing a God, another whatever, I need to figure out where the struggle was at in me that tells me to keep trying to find something else out here that's fooling me. And why don't I stop fooling myself by figuring out, holy shit, I'm searching for me by creating these experiences would mean I don't know who I am, so therefore I'm my own struggle. If I don't know who I am and I'm still creating something else, if you weren't ready for me, you shouldn't have came for me. You might as well say that shit. If you didn't know who you were, and when they came for you and you stopped seeing you in them, delusion, want, need, ego, value, investment. Why? Them thoughts in my head. I thought I had saw something else. The Gemini function will show you where you keep manifesting based off of the thoughts in your head. But what I keep telling you, the thoughts in your head only want you to keep on creating. Because the more thoughts that you create, the safer the thought is. It's a parasite. Keep you in the game. There's that 6-4 I keep telling y'all about. If you know how to play dominoes, 6-4. The lower perspective, holy shit, it's really an 11. The lower perspective is keep your head on fire. This was Aries. Do you see it? You see the 2 1s? 1, 1. You see the 33? 3, 3. Aries. Cancer. This was Cancer. Keep you Aries, mind on fire, sick, Cancer, by keep on producing more thoughts. Holy shit, that 2 you keep connecting to. Keep you in duality. Why? Because that keeps you trapped from making it 2 here. I was going to say balance, but that's a trick. If I stay trapped and railroaded in this experience of keeping myself in separation, there's no need for a trap out there. Because that becomes your balance. That becomes your goal. This ain't have nothing to do with the higher realms. This is your highest realm is you just want to find balance with what you keep on thinking. And as the creator, holy shit, you'll keep justifying making it. You'll keep justifying creating thoughts to show you balance by pulling yourself apart. Capricorn, the god of thought. I can't stop thinking, and every thought I think, people challenging me on, and I ain't safe because every time I try and be right, they be wrong. They are only a reflection of where you already wrong within yourself. Try this one. Everything and everyone is a reflection of you and your healing or your sickness. Which one you living out, player? Aquarius. Remember, Aquarius likes to separate themselves because things don't understand them. What was this about? Gemini, I'm just trying to figure out separation. I'm just trying to figure out separation based off of what's already manifested in separation. So Gemini says, I'm going to show you separation. And Aquarius says, I'm going to separate from the separation. Grippy socks. I'm going to manifest separation. I'm going to show you the separation. I'm going to separate from the separation. Multi-fucking-plicity. Multi-fucking-plicity. Remember I told you? The lower realm only says the only thing you know how to process is separation. You just like railroading yourself. Holy shit. Now the lower realm is the higher realm. As above, so below. How is as above, so below when there is no separation? Because see what it was written and what they left on the walls and what I read or what I channeled last night. Yeah, channeling parts of your separation, expecting them motherfuckers to teach you wholeness. Grippy socks. All I'm communicating with is the pieces of me that I keep justifying in separation as what's going to show me how to get out of separation. When what was their goal? Keep you in separation because holy shit, 3, 3, 3, 3. The thoughts got all the energy. The thoughts have all the energy because the only thing you keep thinking about is separation. So guess what you keep manifesting? Law of attraction. What you keep thinking about, girl, the universe gonna give it to you. You can say it, but people don't understand it. Because you already separated from what already got you separated, and now you separated in what's already got you separated from your separation. But it's gonna give you wholeness. No, it's gonna give your ass Pisces energy. You now swimming in your own separation. What do you mean? You now swimming in your own separation. Did he? Or did you just think that? Because if he saved you, why are you in here? See what I'm saying? About the psychosis of a thought in separation. The thought in separation that is not safe thinking for itself will need to get out and infect others. Because it ain't safe or saved within itself. So now it needs to get out here and swim and infect others. It now needs to get out here and swim and infect others because what it thinks it is the trap. Carrier virus. You understand that? The movie Contagion that had Dustin Hoffman and Cuba Gooding Jr. in it. That little monkey that was infected that can't really do anything for itself. But the minute it touched somebody else with its infection, now it's infected too. Holy shit. Replication. If I can get you to think like me, even though the way I think ain't safe, then we can all be safe. You get it? When you can't think for yourself, or, and again, as respectful as I can be, when you cannot find a format to save yourself, you will hire something or someone else to do it for you, even when it's still only you. The fact that you have this lower level programming of I'm not enough to do it on my own means that somebody else get the glory, even when you can't verify a goddamn thing they did, except for your belief. That's lower level human programming. I don't know who I am, so I'm trapped by, holy shit, 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4, 11. I don't know who I am, so I'm trapped by the balance that I need a master. Pisces. That's your separation. 7 plus 4, 11. Remember, this was Aries, the mind on fire. The mind on fire will need to justify separation, because as long as I can make your separation safe for me, where my separation ain't safe for myself, I can find safety. Control Alt Delete. Core trauma programming. I'm on a timer, so I got to get out of here. Core trauma programming says that if I can make you think like me in a format to where it's not safe for me to think for myself, then we can create safety. That's willingly enslaved. So to walk this backwards, your Pisces energy said, I can find me by going into the trap. The Aquarian energy said, holy shit, I'm going to keep justifying the trap, because as long as there's a trap, then I'm safe. Huh? So from there, Aquarius, going backwards, you in the Capricorn. Why? Because I'm in the game. I'm trapped, and I can find my balance in the trap. Why? Because I'm the one struggling with everything, even though everything I'm struggling with is showing me nothing. Not showing me a goddamn thing. So at that point, that Sagittarius, where you're going on a journey, search party for yourself, but you don't know who you are, so the only thing you're going to keep on finding is yourself in separation. So once you get here into your Ophiuchian energy, 4 plus 9, your highest vibration is the trap. That's you after trauma. You before trauma was, if I knew what I was moving into was a trap, would I have done it? That's a question. If I knew what I was moving into was a trap, would I still do it? Yes. Why? Because if I thought my master was there, then I would willingly enslave myself. Why? Because of the Scorpio energy. The Scorpio energy says, I don't know who I am, but I got to get out here and find somebody to tell me who I am. That's what we call the spiritual holstro. When you don't know who you are, but you got to hire somebody to teach you who you are. Why? Because you don't have balance. The balance is, I'm trapped trying to find a higher vibration. Holy shit, 8 looking for 9. I just need something with bigger potential than myself. Why? The Virgo cycle. All I know is I keep on moving. I can't find nothing until I move. I can't find nothing until I find my teacher. Teacher, show me how you do it. Master, teach me. Willingly enslaved. Why? Your ego. Your sun energy, your Leo energy says, I know I'm going into a trap. I know I'm going into a trap, but I got the suit and armor of God on me that I created. What do you mean you created? Yeah, the cancer of thinking that what you thinking about is thinking about you, when it's you thinking about yourself, but you don't know who you are. Holy shit, spiritual disconnect. Spiritual disconnect. You become your own cancer. Your thoughts think for you. Why? Because the Gemini energy said, holy shit, it's all a trap. It's all a trap, but I'm going to find balance in the trap. Why? Taurus energy says, the thoughts have shown me everything I need to see, even when the thoughts that I keep thinking and the shit I keep believing in ain't showing me nothing. Except for the need to keep on investing. Pray harder. Why? Because the mind on fire, that Aries energy, says that potentially, if I believe in something more than myself, it'll show me me. So I'll keep on justifying it. Blind as shit. Tell me how to think, master. Why? Because the Gemini moon says, shit, I'll get you to manifest everything. So before I get out of here, like I told you, all this was really a thought. Here's that thought that's way beyond this bullshit I just got through saying. Remember I told you God was 34? This is God in reverse. The thought already got you trapped. Instead of the balance being a thought, you think this is who you are. It's that fucking 34 I told you about earlier. The thoughts will show you how to find balance. But yet the only thing you keep on finding is a thought that you got to keep on thinking and getting out here replicating. Fanaticism. Fanaticism. I could go places with that one, but you have to let a fool be foolish until they get tired of fooling themselves. Gemini full moon. You better quit making justification for your separation. 2025 gonna be delicious. It really is. The year of the trickster. And some of y'all don't know that your master, your Lord, and your Savior is the trick. Oops, is it? Salvation is free. How'd that work out for your ancestors?